So I will start the presentation with the historical background of Petronas. Petroleum National Berhad or Petronas was established on August 17, 1974 under the Petroleum Development Act (PDA). It was created by Malaysian government to manage and add the value to the nation's entire oil and gas resources. It's also starting with only 15 employees. It has grown into a fully integrated global energy giant operating in over 100 countries and consistently ranks among the Fortune Global 500 companies.
So first, I will explain the SWOT analysis of Petronas, which includes strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So first, for strength. Petronas has a global integrated value chain covering operational from upstream to downstream, which gives the company a strong operational control. In addition, Petronas has a strong brand reputation and Formula One presence, which enhance its global visibility and credibility. The company also plays a dominant role as a Malaysian's energy custodian, ensuring national energy security. Furthermore, Petronas possesses advanced digital and technological capabilities, for example through digital field, which improve efficiency and decision-making. Moving on to the weaknesses. One of the main weaknesses is high dependence of volatile global oil and gas price, which can affect revenue stability. Petronas is also facing declining production from aging domestic assets. Another challenge is the heavy financial burden from the government dividends, which impact cash flow. Additionally, rising operational costs in a complex regulatory landscape increase overall expenses. Next, for opportunities. There is a high global demand for LNG as a transition fuel, which create growth potential for the Petronas. Petronas also had opportunities to expand into renewable energy such as solar and hydrogen through Gentari. Moreover, the new offshore discoveries, for example in Suriname and Indonesia, present long-term growth opportunities. Lastly, for the threats. Petronas face global energy transitions and net zero regulatory pressures, which may affect traditional oil and gas operations. Geopolitical tensions affecting trade routes and supply chain also pose significant risks. Finally, there is intense competition from the global majors such as Shell and ExxonMobil. To understand Petronas' competitive edge, we use the TOAST matrix. Unlike the standard SWOT which just lists facts, TOAST is the action tools. It matches our internal strengths with external opportunities to show how the company wins in the real world. So first, our XO strategies are Maxi move. Petronas is currently the third strongest oil and gas brand in the world for 2025, carrying a prestigious AAA brand rating. We are using this massive brand equity to dominate the global LNG market. As the world looks for the transition fuel that are cleaner than coal, Petronas is using its fully integrated value chain to deliver gas more efficiently than almost any other player in the region. We are also leveraging our brand to scale Gentari, our clean energy arm, into the international market for solar and green mobility.
Next are the strength and threat strategy. We face a major threat from global net zero regulatory pressures, but however, our strength as the national energy custodian gives us a unique advantage. We are not just following rules, we are leading the nation's carbon capture and storage project, or what we call CCS. By using our technical expertise to pioneer green technology today, we shield our core business from being rendered irrelevant by future environmental laws.
Next, I will explain WO strategy, which is operational improvement. Our WO strategies address our internal gaps. A significant weakness is the declining production from our aging domestic fields in Malaysia. To fix this, Petronas is seizing opportunities in international offshore discoveries. By pivoting towards Suriname, Indonesia, and Canada, we are replacing our maturity local reserve with fresh global assets, ensuring we meet our long-term production target of 2 million barrels of oil equivalent per day.
Finally, the WT strategies are our defensive shield. High operational costs and oil price volatility are constant threats. To minimize this, Petronas focuses on strategic partnerships. A prime example is our joint venture with Saudi Aramco at the Rapid project in Johor. By sharing costs and technical risks with other global giants, we protect our financial stability during economic downturns.
While Petronas is strong, it currently faces 5 make-or-break strategy issues that will define its next decade. So first, the Sarawak and Petros deadlock. The most urgent issue is the legal conflict with Petros over gas right in Sarawak. Sarawak is demanding to be the sole aggregator for gas, which challenged Petronas' authority under the Petroleum Development Act 1974. This isn't just a local argument. It creates regulatory uncertainty that has already causes international investors like ConocoPhillips to pull out of multi-billion ringgit projects.
Next, for second strategy issue of the company is massive workforce restructuring and 10% retrenchments. So, to survive in the lower for longer oil price environment, Petronas has launched a Petronas 2.0 top-down review. In June 2025, the CEO announced a 10% workforce reduction, impacting roughly around 5,000 employees. So, for the strategic goal is to remain profitable even if the price drop below 280 per barrel. So this comes with a strict hiring freeze until December 2026. It's also forcing the company to do more with less.
Third, declining financial buffers and dividend obligation. Petronas is the fiscal anchor for Malaysia, but its buffers are thinning. Profits dropped by 90% in first half 2025 to RM 26.2 billion. Consequently, dividends to the government are expected to drop to RM 20 billion in 2026, which the lowest in nearly a decade. This leaves Petronas with very little financial headroom to fund both its green energy transition and its traditional operations.
The energy trilemma setback. The company is struggling with the energy trilemma, balancing security, affordability, and sustainability. Alarmingly, group emission actually increased by 1.5 in early 2025. This happened because Petronas took over older, less efficient assets from the other companies. Modernizing these aging high emission facilities require massive capital that is currently being competed for by the renewable divisions.
The pivot to international markets. Lastly, to escape the domestic political pressures in Malaysia, Petronas is executing a massive international pivot. The goal is for 60% of the business to come from overseas within 10 years. This is a survival strategy to protect future revenue from being trapped in Malaysia federal state disputes. In conclusion, Petronas is at a historic crossroads. It remains a global leader with an unmatched brand and technological edge in LNG. However, the Sarawak deadlock and the financial pressure of funding a nation while transitioning to green energy are significant hurdles. Our analysis shows that if Petronas can successfully navigate its internal right-sizing and its external international pivot, it will remain Malaysia's most valuable asset for another 50 years. That's all from us. Thank you.